all of you, from as far away as California, coming down from New England, a few from Florida. Thank you for coming. After 8 years of litigation, tomorrow the U.S. Supreme Court will hear arguments in 2 cases, Students for Fair Admissions versus Harvard and Students for Fair Admissions versus North Carolina. These cases challenge the constitutionality of using race and ethnicity as a factor in college admissions. If the Supreme Court forbids the use of race and ethnicity in college admissions, as it should, the opinion may begin the restoration of our nation's constitutional, colorblind legal covenant. Both of these cases are legally and factually straightforward. The common element in each lawsuit is the claim that both schools racially gerrymander their admitted freshman class by illegally raising the bar for certain racial and ethnic groups while lowering the bar for others. SFFA asserts that these practices are outside of the narrow bounds the current law allows for using race and ethnicity in college admissions. But more importantly, and moreover, Students for Fair Admissions has asked the court to overturn Grutter versus Bollinger. Thank you. A Supreme Court case that currently permits institutions of higher education to use race as a factor in admissions. In the Harvard case, SFFA revealed that the college is penalizing Asian American applicants in favor of whites, blacks, and Hispanics. They are engaging in racial balancing, overemphasizing race, and rejecting workable race-neutral alternatives to achieve the diversity that they seek. As many have pointed out before, although Asian American applicants to Harvard ranked above other racial and ethnic groups on objective measures like test scores and grades, the admissions staff gives them demerits on subjective measures of personality, such as lacking in leadership and confidence, and judging them as less likable and kind. Harvard has a long and ugly history of discriminating against high-achieving minorities. As many historians have detailed years ago, Harvard's leadership believed it had too many Jews on campus because almost a quarter of incoming freshmen were Jewish. Thus, holistic admissions were concocted to limit the number of Jews admitted. In our lawsuit against the University of North Carolina, we exposed that the university is violating the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment and our Civil Rights Act by rejecting all reasonable race-neutral alternatives, even though those alternatives might provide greater racial diversity than the current use of race and ethnic preferences. While Harvard and UNC have breached the current strict legal boundaries that permit racial classifications and preferences in college admissions, the legal opinion from 2003 in the Grutter decision was wrong the day it was decided. It was wrong the day it was decided. It is a moral failure that our most competitive universities place high schoolers, like the kids we have just heard from,